what person do I want to meet if I went back in time?
Right.
It'll be the scientist, Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton, British scientist. He was a professor at University of Cambridge. He held the endowed chair that Stephen Hawking now holds, the Lucasian Professor of Mathematics. And he was a physicist. Today we would think of him as a physicist. Back then he was what's known as a natural philosopher, who posed questions about the natural world as opposed to the human world. They're human philosophical questions, like the meaning of life and this sort of thing. And they're natural philosophical questions. What is the origin of the universe and the world? So Isaac Newton was brilliant. And I own most of anything he's ever written. And I sit there and I read it. And as I read the sentences he put to page, hair goes up on the back. I don't actually have hair there, but I feel it. If it would, you feel like the goosebumpy kind of thing. If I had hair on my neck, it would be standing on edge as I see the depth to which he was connected to the operations of nature. There is no doubt about it. The man discovered the laws of gravity by sitting there. Okay, it's rumored that he sat under the apple tree, but what is certain is that he knew in the same field of view, he saw an apple drop and the moon in orbit around the Earth. Okay, he sees the two of them. One is falling to the ground and the other is like up there in space. He connects the two and suggests that the same force of gravity is operating on both of them. They're both falling towards Earth. He suggested, suppose you had a hill and you sort of fire a cannonball. Not very fast, it would just kind of fall, right? Fire it a little faster. It goes farther before it hits the ground, doesn't it? Even faster, it'll go even farther. Now wait a minute, Earth is curved. So if you keep this up, this thing is coming around the backside of the Earth. So he asked himself, there must be a speed sufficiently high so that that cannonball comes right back to the cannon. And all you have to do at that point is duck. And the cannonball ought to just slide on by and stay in orbit. The fact is the cannonball is falling every moment it's there. The difference is it's going sideways so fast that the amount that it has fallen is the same amount that the Earth's surface has curved away from it. That is the speed that gets you orbit. He figures this out. And that's why the moon is behaving the same way the apple is. The apple just doesn't happen to have sideways motion to bring it someplace other than right below. That was Isaac Newton. He discovers the laws of motion. Famous equation, F equals ma. You may remember that from high school physics or not. It's an important equation. You combine F equals ma and the laws of gravity, it gets us to the moon. It allows us to aim projectiles and land where we want on Mars. He also discovered the then known laws of optics. Put light through a prism, show that white light is composed of colors. He named the colors of the rainbow, Roy G. Biv. Isaac Newton had a mystical fascination with the number 7, and so there really, to most people, only 6 colors there. He threw in indigo. So, plus it spells Roy G. Biv. You can't give that up. So he puts these through, and here's colors coming out of white light. This freaked out the artists, right? Because that's not how colors work in art. And then he took the colors, put them back together, got white light again. So he understood the behavior of light, of these different bands. And so he came up with laws of optics, laws of gravity, laws of motion, and on a dare, practically on a dare, he invented integral and differential calculus. On a dare. Somebody said, Ike, why do the planets orbit in this shape we call ellipses? An ellipse, a flattened circle. Why that shape? He said, I don't know. It comes out of my equations, but I don't know why it's that shape and not some other. I'll get back to you. So he goes home for a couple of months, comes back, here's why it's that shape. Well, it's actually a cut from a cone. Take a cone and make cuts in it to get an ellipse, a circle, a parabola, hyperbola. It's math people know this. This guy would know that, who got the arithmetic good earlier, okay? So then the friend said, well, that's cool, how did you figure that out? Well, I invented calculus to find the answer. Most people are struggling with it just to learn it in school. He invents it for no other reason but a friend of him posed a challenging question. Isaac Newton, after all of this, then turned 26.
I just like the sound of it.
I'm just saying.